Welcome to our final Elul reflection of 2024. Throughout this month, we've been preparing our way to Rosh Hashanah and to Yom Kippur so that we aren't just confronted with a huge amount of liturgy and teshuvah. We're able to prepare our journey. And we've been using this wonderful book, Into These Gates, Meditations for the Days of Awe by Alden Solovy, which I really do recommend. We've been discussing it in Torah study for the last couple of weeks, and I've of course been sharing some of the many readings, and there are many more, and I really do recommend them. So I was left with the question, what's my final reading? And in fact, this one is the final poem in the entire book. And there were many other possibilities, but this one I think is absolutely perfect heading into Rosh Hashanah. And this one is called Your Gate. There is a gate that is yours alone, a gate that only you can open, a gate of mystery, a gate of longing, the gate to your own heart. Only you can open your heart to forgiveness. Only you can open your life to love. Only you can summon the holiness within. There is a gate that God has given to you alone. Open the gate. Open the gate. Let all that is good and pure and true flow through you. Let all that is good and pure and true light your way home. As we reach Rosh Hashanah, and particularly Yom Kippur, the final service of Yom Kippur is Ne'ilah. It's actually my favorite service of the year, particularly at Temple Beth Shalom, where we see it getting darker. We see the festival coming to an end, and there's a sense of urgency. Ne'ilah is the closing. It's the closing of the gates of repentance. God has given us not just 10 days, but a month and 10 days to say, it's time to come home. It's time to come home to who you truly are. It's time to come home to a right relationship with me, with yourself, and with others. And so we tend to imagine the closing of the gates as the gates of repentance that we all have to face. But Alden Solovy does something rather special here by explaining that there is a gate that is yours alone. And we've already shut that gate, and only we can open it. And this is the gate of mystery, the gate of longing, the gate to our own heart. And in opening our gate, we are able to get in to the book of life, as it were, before those gates are closed. Because this isn't really about closing gates. It's about opening a gate, opening our gate, opening our heart. Opening our heart to forgiveness, opening our life to love, and that way we summon the holiness within. Forgiveness and love are obviously intimately connected. Particularly, I would say, because we can be very hard on people whom we love. And it can be very easy to hold a grudge against them. I love them despite what they did to me last year. I love them despite how they wronged me, what they said to me last week, yesterday, last night, whatever it is. Whatever they've done in the past, I love them despite. And that's not this. This is saying, I love them, and now we need forgiveness. I need to move beyond that. Not love despite anything. Love with. Because ultimately teshuvah is not just a personal process, our own gate, but it's a process of relationship. And it means talking to those whom we have wronged, and also opening ourselves up and saying to others, I feel that you have wronged me here, and I want to talk about it so I can move beyond it, so that we can get to a place of teshuvah, of return to the right relationship. So opening our heart to forgiveness and our life to love, I think, are very strongly connected. And I love the idea that God has given us, each one of us, our own gate. And for some of us, that gate may be a little hard to open. For some of us, it may be easier. But we all have the ability, and I really like the way he says twice, open the gate. Open the gate. It's sort of, to me, there's a conversation there where he says, open the gate. We go, I don't know how, I don't know, when, why, how do I do this? And it's old and it's rusty and I can't do it. And he turns around and says, open the gate. Just do it. Let's not make excuses anymore. And that for me is really core at this time. This isn't a time for excuses. This is a time for being truly honest, so that we can let the pure and the true flow through us. And the final words, let all that is good and pure and true light your way home. Because opening the gate then involves stepping through that gate on the path to teshuvah. And hopefully, during the month of Elul, we have opened the gate somewhat. Hopefully during Silichot, the gate was opened a little bit more. And if not, then hopefully during our Erev Rosh Hashanah service this evening and our Rosh Hashanah morning service tomorrow, hopefully we'll be able to open the gate. And what's wonderful about that is that even though it is our own personal gate, we open our own gates together in community. We help each other open each other's gates. We give each other strength. That, I believe, is one of the main reasons why we come to services, so we can support each other in our teshuvah that helps the good and the pure and the true light our way home, back, returning. Hashivenu Adonai Elecha, v'nashuva chadesh yamenu kekedem. Bring us back to you, eternal God, and we shall return. Renew our days, renew our relationship, renew our connection as of old. For the final time, we blow the shofar. During the month of Elul, our blessing, Lishmoa Kol Shofar. Baruch Ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lishmoa Kol Shofar. I want to thank you for joining us for this journey, joining me in particular for this journey through the month of Elul, for the comments that have been put on YouTube, for the emails that I've received, for the comments at our Torah study as well, reflecting on what we have experienced through this wonderful book, Enter These Gates, Meditations for the Days of Awe. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And I really hope to see you in services. I wish you Shana Tova, a happy, healthy, sweet New Year.